guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I am a different place. It's a little bit different from my regular background. I am back home, therefore I'm now in my living room because that's the only place I could find good lighting. So here I am in my living room. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's actually me sitting down and talking to you guys. You guys asked me a bunch of questions through my Instagram. I thought it would be best to answer them, and that way you guys could hear my experience dancing in a ballet college conservatory. I was hoping that I would be making more sit-down videos for you guys, therefore I was thinking that I could put these kind of sit-down talk videos into a series. I was thinking about naming it TUTU Tuesday Talks. So let me know if it's a little bit cringe, but I kind of dig it. So without further ado, let's get started. Excuse my voice. I am currently recovering from a cold, so that is why I sound like this. First question. What is life like in Cincinnati? I'm from New York City. I've been born, raised, and grew up all in big cities. I am a 100% city girl, so I actually really relate to you in this kind of like question. I've questioned myself a lot with the what is Cincinnati like? Where is Cincinnati? What is Ohio? I thought it was going to be like Farmville. But I don't think that should be a problem because it's a good contrast between a big city and a small city. You have kind of like the best of both worlds. If you go to downtown or places like Over the Rhine, Ludlow Street, there are many things to do and there's many cute places to go to. Sleepy Bee, our First Watch, Hangover Easy. There's also a bunch of like cute boutiques and like contemporary art museums and parks, and there's like cute places. You know, if you guys watch my other vlogs, there are some examples of places that I go to with my friends, or like coffee shops that I go to, food places that I like, so you guys can check those videos out. It's actually a really nice place, so I don't think you guys have to worry about it being Farmville. Let's move on to the second question. Do CCM students dorm with other CCM students, or do they dorm with UC students? It really depends on what dorm you pick. There's a lot of freshman dorms, but I would say that Siddall and Calhoun dorms are the most popular with CCM students. But I do know very few that did live in the other freshman dorms. There is a CCM floor in Siddall, but I guarantee you other floors there will be CCM students as well. If you live in the other dorms that are a bit further away, the population of just regular UC students are higher. I personally did not live in the freshman dorms. I think something went down with my registration thing with the dorms, so I ended up living in UPA, which is the University Park Apartment. So I didn't really have the chance to live with other freshman people, but yes, it really all depends on what dorm you choose. Is there integration between UC and CCM students? And is there a social life? Okay, the relationships you build with CCM students or non-CCM students, it all depends on where you live, what you do. Of course, you are surrounded with CCM students when you're in CCM, but there are gonna be regular UC students in your everyday life. So if you make friends with them, then yes. Is there a social life? Yes. It really depends on your time management and how social you are, I would say. So our schedules as ballet majors are very time consuming and we are very busy people, especially when the dates of the performance are getting closer. We have an increasing amount of rehearsals and that leads to less time for yourself. There is definitely time, but as rehearsals increase, you might need that social time for yourself, which was kind of my experience. Fall semester, I would say the less stressful time of the year. You don't really start out with a lot of rehearsals. Is there a dress code? So there is a dress code that they do say in the book, which is wear black leotards Monday through Thursdays, and on Fridays, any color leotard you want. There's no like uniform or anything. Next question. Do you find the amount of dance class sufficient? I would say personally I did. You basically do dance the entire day, but also it really depends on your role given and what pieces you're in and how many rehearsals there is and all that. But for the required dance classes, I think it's a good amount. I was wondering what your experience was like and what was the homework slash classwork like. Basically, my experience from CCM, I would kind of like explain it here or there with all the other questions, but to summarize it, it's very much a learning experience. I learned a lot about how I dance, my strengths, weaknesses, and about myself in general. I'm very much grateful for just the exposure it's given me with versatility, repertoire, and my roles that I was exposed to. I feel like I'm more knowledge in dance itself and how to work smart and think smart, but also how to dance from within and for myself. So I've learned a lot of mentality kind of lessons, and just being in a core provider, being the first little shade for the arabesque scene, 38 arabesque, just doing that ballet, it's wonderful. The rehearsal process was so intense. I think I could find some clips and put them in. But it was like really working in a real core in a company. It was tough, but that was one of my memorable memories in CCM. And I was so lucky because that was my freshman year and I was doing a ballet like Bayadere. The same semester, spring semester, we did Bayadere and Sleeping Beauty. And in Sleeping Beauty, I was given my first soloist role. With CCM, I was the Silver Fairy. It was a learning experience and I really loved it. Freshman year, fall semester, going back there, I was in Paquita as a demi-soloist my freshman fall semester, and that was, I remember, that was when I sprained my ankle during my ballet exam, but since it was like a demi-soloist role, I really wanted to do it, so I think, yeah, I sucked the pain up and just did it. Just remembered that, I kind of forgot about it, but yeah, fun story. And then spring semester, we did Bayadere and Sleeping Beauty, as I said. Sophomore fall semester, we did Don Q, Rapinoe's Birthday Variation. We also did a modern piece, as well as a contemporary piece by one of our CCM students. I was in Don Q, and the modern piece, I was Cupid and Don Q. That semester was kind of rough actually, and that was when my mentality game kind of changed, and I was like, I have to focus on how I actually think. Sophomore year, spring semester, as you guys saw in all my vlogs, we did Cinderella, and that was our full-length ballet of the year, so we only did Cinderella for spring semester. As you guys saw, I was Winter Fairy. It was very fun. I really liked doing that variation, so I really liked performing that, and just given that role, I was just so grateful. So as you guys heard, I kind of widened my horizon, I feel like, with all the roles that I was given. I learned a little bit about myself throughout those roles, so that's kind of something to summarize in my CCM experience. The second part of the question was, what was the homework slash classwork like? So it really all depends on how you schedule your semester. Since this is a BFA in ballet, there are quite a lot of required classes you do have to take. Just to summarize them, those are like English, French, art history, dance history, rudiments of music, lighting, sound, nutrition, anatomy for dance. Of course, your dance classes like ballet for 4 years, modern for 4 years, choreography, jazz, character dance. Of course, if you schedule 2 really hard required classes on top of all your rehearsals, that would be a lot to handle, and especially if you're like doing a double major and all minors, that would be like hell. But for the freshmen coming in, there's nothing for you to worry about, just because during your orientation, I'm pretty sure you guys have like a scheduling course thing that you guys do. Starting from your freshman spring semester, you guys are in charge of your own scheduling, and that kind of gives you freedom for what kind of classes you can take too. The last question is, I was wondering if you got your contract through CCM or if they found you another way. As you guys saw in my previous videos, I'm not coming back to CCM. I got a contract for the next season of 2019-2020. I'm guessing she found out through my Instagram page. But no, I did not get my contract through CCM. I got it myself. But I do know some people that have used their connections with CCM, so I guess there is a possibility, but for my case, I didn't use CCM. I hope this video was kind of helpful for all you guys prospective students coming in next fall. It will be a fun time. If you guys have any more questions, leave them in the comments down below or reach me through my social media. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys enjoyed my first ever TUTU Tuesday talk video, and hope you guys stay tuned for the next video. Bye guys.